Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Tom LaHue, and this is a channel devoted to all kinds of things about the Enneagram. And today I'm just making a short video to let you know about a new ebook that I just wrote. It is available on my website, tomlahue.com. The link is in the description below. And I would love for you to go and download that free book. It's like 75 pages, and it is called Great Life, or the 10 things that you need to get right in your life in order to have some peace, in order to feel like your life is making an impact in the world. And it's just 10 things that we all share in common, regardless of your Enneagram type, that all of us have been wired, you might say, or created to care about all of these things. And so let me just go down the list of the 10 things that are included in this book. And number one is meaningful work. We all want to do some kind of job that is making a difference. And if you can't find that in your work, then probably what you'll do is you'll just get through the work that you have in order to then do the thing that matters to you, the hobby, the interest, the volunteering. But we all want to believe that our lives are making some kind of difference and that the work we're doing is meaningful. Number two is our health. If you spend your wealth if you spend your health trying to gain wealth, eventually you're going to spend your wealth trying to regain your health. And so there's a lot that we can do. Some things we can't control, but there's a lot of things that we can control. And those things that we can control, like how much sleep we get, what kind of food we're eating. That being said, today I just ate 2 hot dogs. But eating the right kind of food, getting exercise, making sure that we care about our weight, and that we're not just drinking soft drinks all the time. That is an important part of how we feel, and how we feel kind of determines our outlook in life. And so let's make our health a priority. Number 3 is financial stability. Now I realize that all of us at times are going to go through financial struggles, and we're really not asking to make a ton of money. Some of you guys are, and that's fantastic, but we're just trying to pay our bills and have a little bit left over so that we can do some fun things in life. And if you're always worried about where your next car payment's going to come from or where your rent is going to come from, that's a very anxious, stressful way to live, paycheck to paycheck. And I get it. My wife and I were there for many years, and it can be exhausting. It can cause a lot of conflicts. It's probably the number one reason for divorce is over financial stuff. And having some money set aside, and budgeting and taking care of those financial needs, huge help in overall peace of your life. That being said, number 4 is loving relationships. All of us want to connect with somebody else in a way that feels comfortable, that feels engaging, where we feel heard and valued and loved and cared for. And I do a lot of appointments with people about relationship issues and relationship problems. The Enneagram is a very helpful tool in helping us not only learn about ourselves, but also learning about the person and people in our life that we love. And so learning to communicate better and making our relationships a priority, loving and being loved in return. And sometimes, the people that you love the most are not always the easiest for you to get along with. And sometimes it can be challenging. And really, the home is a great place for us to learn really how to love. Because it's easy to love people at a distance. It's hard to love people that you can't get away from. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, so loving relationships. And I hope and pray that you are in a loving relationship right now. By the way, as we're on this point, I might as well mention that on my website, tomlahue.com, you can book Enneagram and relationship coaching. And sometimes people just want to meet once and they just want to talk about their type and understand the Enneagram a little bit better. But often people will sign up for 3 weeks or 6 weeks or even more. All of that's available on my website. And if you want to get together and talk any way I can help you, I'm here for you. All right, number 5, personal growth. Personal growth. This one is so exciting to me because you know, I guess because I'm a 7, I want to learn, I want to be engaged in something, I want to be enthusiastic about stuff, and a lot of times I'm reading things so that I can talk about things because, you know, I love to have my mind focused on something that is educational and something that is challenging. And, you know, real growth is sometimes difficult. Real growth often makes you feel awkward. You remember the first time you learned to play an instrument, you sat down at a piano or tried to pick up a guitar or something, or the first time that you tried to learn a foreign language and you would try to say these phrases, it all felt really strange and awkward. And real growth is like that. Real growth often makes you feel uncomfortable. But, you know, all of us have this need to continue growing. We have this need to continue learning, developing, and, you know, improving. And taking courses, and I do offer a lot of courses, but, you know, reading books and having good conversations with people, watching documentaries, there's a lot of ways. Probably now more than ever, there's so much information available and so much stuff on YouTube and other resources. I mean, there's just a world of information out there, and I would encourage you to pick something and start learning about it. The Enneagram is a great place to start if you don't know where else to start, but, you know, start learning and start challenging yourself and get on a path for personal growth. You'll find yourself feeling a lot more fulfilled as you fill your mind with something good. You know, there's got to be more than just entertainment, more than just television, more than just endless scrolling, mindless videos. Let's make an effort to really master something in our lives. Okay, number 6. Adventure and new experiences. Now, I love this. I'm a 7 and I love to visit new places and learn new things and, you know, meet new people and experience new cultures. And this chapter in this book is all about getting out of your comfort zone and recognizing that, you know, you feel most alive when you're engaged in something new. And so, you know, be willing to, just something simple, for example, like going to a city near you and exploring that city. You know, going out and meeting people there and asking them about their city. Just ask waitresses or people in parking lots or whatever you're comfortable with. But go to museums and walk around the downtown and just put yourself in some new environment where you feel a little bit out of place, a little bit uncomfortable, and just let yourself experience adventure. And there's a lot of ways to do this. Number 7 is what we call time freedom. And this is, you know, carving out some time in your life to have time to reflect and some downtime, you know, some margin in your schedule. We really value busyness in our culture, and sometimes we might feel a little bit like ashamed if we have some time that we're not investing in being productive, or we might not know what to do if we turn off the entertainment. And so I would really challenge you to maybe turn off the television for a little while, take a couple of days or a week and, you know, put your phone down, put the TV down, or turn the TV off, put the remote down. And just let yourself experience a little bit of free time. Probably the first time you do this, you'll probably end up going to sleep. You know, you're probably exhausted and don't know it. But just sit in a rocking chair and look out the window, or sit on your front porch or your deck and just let yourself chill out for a little bit and experience what free time feels like. You'll have to probably have some boundaries and tell people, no, I'm not answering my phone for the next couple of hours, and just take a nice long walk and just let yourself have some time and feel that freedom that comes. You'll probably feel a little bit anxious because you're not used to just doing nothing or experiencing that downtime. But I would encourage you to give it a try. As that's number 7. Here's number 8, inner peace. Working on your own inner peace. Take a second and ask yourself, like, what mood am I in right now? What mood have I been in for the last couple of days or the last week? Chances are you don't know. Other people around you will say, are you in a bad mood? And you think, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just trying to get things right. Leave me alone, you know. And you don't often realize that your mood level is kind of always going up or down, and sometimes it can be down for a long time before you realize it. And there are several things that you can do to try to, you know, have some inner peace. You might not be able to control everything in your world. You might not be able to control how your job is going or the people you have to interact with. and there's so much about life that you can't control. But you know, you can turn inward when you need to and sort of detach from everything and sort of reattach to who you are and reattach to your core. You know, there's practices like yoga and meditation, and of course Christian disciplines like scripture reading and prayer. There's so many ways that you can sort of become introspective and move into a more peaceful state. Think about all the news that we're watching and all of the, you know, Twitter and Instagram and everything. It's just so much, you know, that we're bombarded with. By the way, I have been trying to help my Instagram page grow and my Facebook page grow. So if you haven't subscribed or liked those yet, those are in the description below. I really haven't given a lot of attention to those in the past, but now I've realized, okay, I need to step up my game. YouTube is great, but I need to also care about these other platforms. But that being said, I mean, recognize when you're getting overstressed. Recognize when you're, you know, not feeling the tranquility and you need a little bit of peace and calm in your life. And again, it's going to take some boundaries for you to just tell people, I'm sorry, I don't have time right now, because I got to take care of me. I got to take care of that inner person. And then number 9 is recognition and respect. Recognition and respect. You know, we all want to believe that our lives are important and that we are making a difference and that our work is meaningful. But you know, there's something else beneath the surface here. Is we all long for someone to help us to understand that we're valued. And it's great when you have those people in your life that remind you of your value and that, you know, can affirm or admire or appreciate or validate your experience. And all of those are very good to help you come back to a sense of value and worth. But you know, if you don't have those people in your life, there's a couple things you might think of doing. Number one is you gotta recognize your own accomplishments. You gotta believe in yourself. And I know that sounds cliche, but sometimes you may be the only person that really believes in you, and you might struggle at times too when things get really down. But you know, you need some resiliency in your life to just pick myself back up, positive mental outlook. And I've written several books about this kind of thing. More of them are on my website, on my store, on positive mindset and resilient coaching. And I've just had to learn these things, and it's kind of how I'm wired anyway as a 7, but I've had to learn to value these things that you know, it's all about your mental outlook. And you're not always going to get the recognition and the respect that you would like in life, but you got to start by respecting yourself. That means you got to be a person that has integrity. You got to decide what is your moral compass, and then do your best to try to live that way. You're not going to do it perfectly, and you need to admit that to yourself and everybody else, but that doesn't mean that you don't strive for a standard. And of course, if you want respect, then you got to show respect. You got to show recognition and show appreciation to other people. Sort of create that environment. You know, often what we cast out comes back to us. And so be a person that shows respect, be a person that gives recognition and respect to others, and you'll find that you're probably a lot more likely to receive that from others as well. So kind of create that environment. And the last one, number 10, is legacy. You know, all of us want to leave a legacy, and maybe you're not old enough to even think about this yet or care about this. I'm just kind of getting to that age where you're starting to think about, you know, what am I going to leave behind? Let me think about my kids. We have 5 kids and 3 grandkids, another one on the way. And, you know, you start to move into the fall of your years and you're thinking about, you know, I'm passing the baton to another generation. And I want to make a difference in this world. I want to be of service. I want to be helpful to people. I want to make people's lives better. And I want to make a mark in this world, not a stain. A lot of people make a stain in this world, but we want to leave a mark in this world. And we want to leave a legacy. We want to help the next generation that comes after us, literally your own family, but beyond that. You know, and mentor others and care about other people and influence people for the good. So many people are focused on leadership when we really should be focused on trying to influence people and trying to better their lives and help them become and see their value and live up to their potential. So I just want you to take a second and just, you know, sort of work through some of the thoughts that are in this book. Again, the book is called Great Life, and it's on my website. It's a free download for right now. It will eventually be $4 or something, you know, not very expensive. It's just a PDF download. But right now it's free. And I want you to go to the website, download it, work through it, read through it, And I hope it blesses you, and I hope it encourages you. And as always, be present to life, guys, and don't miss what's right in front of you. Don't miss the life that you have, because it's not exactly what you would want. You have the ability to make your life better. You can't make it perfect, but you can make it better. But you're gonna have to be intentional about this, and I'm trying to create resources as fast as I can and come alongside of you in any way I can to help you on that journey. We're in this together, guys. I'll see you next time.